Okay guys, so I'm here to make a video on something I reported on a little bit ago, and a lot of people want an explanation and try to understand why certain things are being said. Essentially, in a video I made, I talk about the fact that Disney is hopeful and really pushing to close the deal to acquire Fox, or 21st Century Fox, by the end of the year, and that this is really important to them. And a lot of people want to know why this is. Well, if you guys follow the trends, if you look at the numbers, stocks, and things like that, ever since 2013, Disney has been on a constant upwards, going from a share being valued around 49 and I think like 49 and 50 cents, something like that, in like July of 2013, if I remember correctly, to now being valued at over $111+. That's a huge increase, and they keep going up and up. Sure, they have some slumps downwards, but they've been seeing a huge uptick in sales and people wanting to go to Disney World and Disney parks and their movies ever since the huge breakout of Marvel and, of course, then Star Wars, which is two of their big brands. Now, this year, just specifically a few months ago, I think it was maybe a month and a half ago, maybe a little bit less, they reported that they saw a loss in a bunch of different areas. And of course, they cited the ever-changing media landscape, and they talk more about how they want to do their streaming services and everything. And then, of course, all these reports are going on and saying, well, they want to really badly close this deal by the end of the year. They're making it like a priority, and people are confused as to why. Well, when these financial reports come in, the fiscal quarter and the fiscal year for these studios and businesses doesn't end at the end of the year. A lot of times they got to like February, March. So hypothetically, if they bought Fox before Christmas, right? That all factors into this year. So you would actually see their stock market rise up again, therefore balancing out all the other stuff. And of course, all the movies they would have coming out would now be under them. So more and more revenue would start coming in once this acquisition happens. So you can see how, if you're trying to close this giant deal, imagine closing it a week before Christmas and then going on Christmas break with your family, knowing that you're responsible for merging two of the biggest studios in the world. You're probably going to get a pretty good pay increase when it comes time for it next year, and you're probably guaranteeing yourself quite a good pat on the back from everybody around you. Not to mention the stocks are going to go up. The stocks you own are going to skyrocket. So if you want to close those out by the end of the year, there's your perfect gateway into that. And we've actually seen this happen in other companies. We don't, of course, talk about them because they're not related to this, but this happens a lot of times. The most famous I could talk about is Bobby Kotick, of course, responsible for Call of Duty and stuff and all that in Activision. He literally cashed out at the most premium time and stayed on, but he like turned in a bunch of stocks and made like millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and then that was it. And now he has more. He's just gonna keep going because of this deal that he made, right? So that's how they're looking at it, and this is beneficial to everybody. And you can be sure that if they don't pull this off by Christmas, they're going to try to pull it off by the end of the fiscal year, which would place it somewhere around March, which that's definitely what they're looking for because that's what they need. It's not a matter of when can we do it, they just want to do it faster and get it done as soon as possible, and this would be the obvious one. So more or less, it's all about the money and stroking egos, because imagine if you're at the business party going, hey, I'm the guy that closed the deal on Fox. Yeah,